helped me feel a little better. Thank you, E. And drugs. Appreciate y'all. What's up, y'all? Shit crazy. What the fuck is Mojo at?
It's good.
It don't matter.
$1 million question.
Let him listen
$1
to
million
that.
question.
Bev, I got some good news for you.
I'm getting ready to just buy him a Where's Waldo hat, shirt combo, and we could got a game on pod from now. Where the fuck is Mojo? Not. Oh my god.
Can you hear
shit.
us?
I don't know. You can't see this shit. My phone be doing wild shit on the screen. But... Yeah, I can hear you. Hold up.
We did some.
Well. Speak of the devil.
We did some tech review of. Why am I hearing an echo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's a good question. I think it's probably Mojo.
We're getting his headphones. Yeah, it's all good.
Mojo, the troublemaker.
So we did some tech review with Percy, and to get his mic working, I got all the cable he needs. So he's still gonna sound like Mushmouth this episode, but by next week he'll be OBKB.
Oh, word. Okay.
Sorry, you guys.
Oh, it's okay. Mushmouth is my favorite character on Fat Albert. It ain't a bad thing.
My pizza.
It's my favorite character on the whole shit. Pizza. I like pizza.
Somebody stole my pizza.
Shit. Y'all talking my language now. Mushmouth and pizza? That's a fucking win. Shit. From outside your house?
Bro, the lag is crazy.
Like, how did they do it?
So it was being delivered. Whoever was delivering it stole it.
Shit's nuts. So hold on.
I think it's just you, bro.
Yeah, he's like 3 years in the past. I'm like explaining it 5 minutes in the future.
I'm over here living in 2026.
What's up, P?
P just ain't trying to say shit. He don't even got his headphones on. He's like, fuck every one of y'all.
No, I'm waiting for.
I got it now. You know, I was running a scan on my computer. That's what was fucking up the program.
A scam?
Good.
So, P, you just hanging out? Like, you ain't got your shit? Oh, okay.
Scams,
bro. I'm gonna just look at the camera through the whole episode. Yeah. Just be like,
nah, man, you pulling my move.
He's just gonna do physical reaction. He's like,
perhaps.
This bright as fuck.
Is Diddy a predator? I don't know. Verdict's still out.
Is Diddy a predator? $1 million question. That was you could say.
Jury's still out on that one.
Nah, it ain't a $1 million question. That's like a $5 question at this point.
For sure.
Only because the jury has not been selected. That's the only reason the jury is still out on that one. That's the only. That's the only reason. Holy shit!
I got Papa John's bringing me a replacement pizza, so I'm a hop off like real fast once it arrives and eat it in your face.
Papa John's, you ain't even eating real pizza.
Yeah, I am. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Don't get me started. I'm a pizza connoisseur, so don't get me started.
Papa Jan.
Somebody needs to plug in.
Somebody needs some headphones. Come on, Pete. What the hell's going on?
Okay, whatever happened, he muted up. It must have been him.
Okay, yeah, because I heard it too. I was like, yo, I just did that.
Percy, unmute real quick and see if it goes through again. Oh, is it that? Okay, gotcha. All right. Yo, Mojo.
Hello.
Did you get the Bodega Buds poster just printed? Because like your shit's like cut in half. I can still see half your wall.
Yeah, no, it's the green screen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. So I
actually have a green screen put up behind you?
I do.
Well, isn't he fancy?
Yeah. This motherfucker put up a green screen to put up weed.
That you're right about that. I sure did. I don't have anything
dedication
because I love it. I love marijuana.
You feel me?
No, man, because when I had the virtual background going, every time I moved, if there was like a specific shadow or something like that being cast, it's showing aspects of my room. I'm like, I don't need y'all seeing this.
I kind of like just seeing your cat pop up randomly.
Yeah, I was like, come on, bro, leave me alone. So I got to make sure that I'm, figuring out which side is.
I got.
Yo, that shit was wild. Yeah. And I was like, yo, this nigga like Dr. Claw.
You see that shit right there? You see that shit? I don't want y'all seeing the status of my living situation like that.
Don't want to see the bodies in the background.
No, man, come on.
I'm gonna tell you something good.
I need my
when it gets to the point,
a blanket.
When it gets to the point where you saying, I don't want y'all to see my living situation.
Bro, let me tell you, and I'm like much more comfortable discussing this now because hold on, the pin is wrong. The fuck are you talking about? The pin is wrong. So when I was living out in Burien, bro, I was living in the fucking I was living crazy because my car got stolen. People are like living in these units and just vacating randomly. And so they're not cleaning up, right? And guess what I had? I had fucking roaches. So I was like, oh, no, sir. I knew immediately I was not living there no more. So
you moved out because of some roaches?
I sure did, bro. I can't
you want to do the whole Joseph daughter.
Nah, man, I can't have my daughter.
Did you take your purse with you?
My purse? I sure did. I should take my purse. Put out to make sure.
I didn't know that Mojo became bougie.
Bro, I didn't grow up that way. I definitely don't want my daughter growing up that way. It was all her. Because honestly, I'm pretty good at the pest control thing. It's just like I don't want my daughter waking up being like, I felt like someone was crawling on my face. Like, I don't need that shit. Telling everybody.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you some good shit. There's a such thing as now we've all, all of us on here right now have kids. So I mean, like the thing is, you always say, I want my kid shit to be better off than my shit. Okay, cool. I get it. No problem. But the flip side of that was, I was like, but in order for you to really understand, you're gonna have to get a little dirty first. So, the first apartment that me and my BM stayed in, it was definitely roaches there. You know what I'm saying? It was they was there. They was chilling. They was like, I would be like, yo, son, I'm about to head to work. Make sure you lock the door behind me. They was like, word, I got you. It was real in the field. But like the whole thing is, as the progression of life started taking place and we moved out of that apartment and moved into a house. So now the house don't have roaches. It still ain't in the best situation. But the neighborhood kind of shitty. But at least there ain't no roaches in the house. Okay, boom. Things are getting better. Then after that, I bought a house. You know what I'm saying? I bought a house. No pest problem, no nothing. Got a yard, the whole 9 yards. So you got an opportunity to see. And I told you along the way, I never lived in nothing this good when I was growing up. Ever. Nowhere I lived was like this when I was growing up. They go to their grandmother's house now that I'm grown and out the house. They be like, oh man, it's all done. Nah, nigga, nah. When me and my brother was here, wasn't none of this shit going on. Come here. Let me take you to where we used to stay at. You know what I'm saying? Like
my parents would glow up once you leave the house. Like suddenly, they want to make the house all nice and shit as soon as they leave.
Yeah.
Why? Why can't we have something nice when I was there? Bro. What's up with that?
And then you gotta look at the kids and be like, y'all bitches.
As hood as I know Percy to be, when I went to his people's crib and we was in Cali, I was like, this nigga Frank.
Yo, it's the suburbs, man.
Yo, that shit was super nice. I was like, yo, can I just stay here? Like,
you roll away from the crib. You roll away from the crib being like, I know what you're doing, but now I don't understand why.
Yo, okay, so it wasn't like that. I told y'all, like my auntie has upgraded her house multiple times since I had left, right? Now the house was nice, but back in the day too. Don't get me wrong. But in the place I grew up in was pretty nice. But you know how it is. You got two levels of living, you know what I mean? You got mainstream and then you got to get what you do to get by. Well, I was a knucklehead and I thought that's what I had to do to get by. So my folks' house, houses are not a reflection of my stupid decisions. Okay.
Hey.
Like
You just said the key part of that phrase. My folks' house. That ain't my shit.
My folks' house. That ain't mine.
Oh,
that ain't mine.
Since Mojo repping for his people, I'm a rep for mine. Stone Age, what up? How y'all doing, man? I'm smoking Crop Circle of Life tonight. By Stone Age. All of their names is crazy.
Nice.
Like everything they got is wild. Yeah, that shit is wild. Man, you know what? I like this shit though. I like this shit. It's different when we don't just. I'm so used to just diving right into the intros and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad we take a minute to talk about shit first because you know it feels like work when I just dive. And this ain't supposed to feel like work. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean, it is, but it ain't.
Sam,
what happened?
You did me dirty. Actually, like I just went to the place and I was like, "Give me the blue one." And I didn't look at the title because we weren't doing high notes. But now that I look at the title,
oh shit,
I might have to stop smoking this. It's called Spackle Cloud, and Cloud got 2 D's.
They knew it was you. They watched the pod. They gave you the Cloud with 2 D's because they know you like titties.
Yeah, there's like Spackle. Here, I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, it's Spackle Cloud.
That's crazy. See,
it is right funky and public, so you know what kind of time they on.
Ain't nothing wrong with titties. Oh yeah, nothing wrong.
No,
yeah, we wasn't even talking about titties. All he had to do was say Cloud with 2 D's, and the first thing that popped in my mind was titties. See how easy it is, ladies and gentlemen. See, Monster had a point. He was right. He wasn't wrong when he said it. He was absolutely right. Anyway, y'all know what it is. Welcome to the party. Thank y'all so much for being here. I don't think y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. I don't think these guys know how much I appreciate them, especially after I had a day like today. It's good to be able to come here and just let it fly, get high, and chop it up with the bros. Y'all already know me, man. 7 the Panther, a.k.a. the Carolina Hurricane, Ridiculous Slang, a.k.a. your baby mama's favorite rapper, a.k.a. Pod Strickland, if you get the point, you dig. And, of course, I got the squad with me, man. And I'm going to go ahead and start here because I know the answer. Monster Elicit, what's good, bro?
I am
bitches.
The world is going to find out soon enough. But yeah, I'm tired of people.
Hell yeah.
I'm good.
Bro.
I'm good with that. So decisions have to be made. And I know I ain't leaving this bitch. So
got shit to do. There's
a whole bunch of people that gotta go.
Man, bro, it's what's wild is there was a point in time when I was at work today and some shit happened. I'm not gonna tell y'all motherfuckers where I work, but I've already mentioned previously on the pod that I do debt collection. I do that. So here's my thing. I'm already uncomfortable with calling you about this, right? I'm already uncomfortable because I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Pay these motherfuckers or don't. I don't care. Now, here's what they'll tell you. But if they pay, you get a bonus. Right. And I see people that made like $3,000 on their $3,000 bonus on their check. And I was like, oh, that's dope. I know they taxed your ass, but that's dope. That's dope. But then you find out that in order for them to make that $3,000 bonus, they brought in like $50,000, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, that $3,000 don't sound so good no more. It's kind of like, Then you have the audacity to be on the other end of the phone talking to me crazy, like I actually give a fuck. Like, and I've made it clear to you with everything I've said prior to this point that I don't care. Hey, look, dog, you can pay this or not. My objective is to just let you know that it's here. This is how much it is, and these are your options. What are we doing? The line is recorded. You can say, fuck that, I ain't paying, and everybody will know, and I don't got to ask you no more. We can get the fuck out of here. Like, what are we talking about right now? I don't want to talk to you. I don't even know you, man. But this one individual he said, well, look, man, I want to go ahead and pay this whole thing right now. I said, well, damn. Look at you being responsible. That's what's up. Okay. Give me 2 ticks. I set it up. All right, let's run it. I said, the name on the card, is it just your first name and your last name? He said, no, it's a different name on this card. I said, oh, what name's on the card? He was like, fuck you. I said, can you spell that for me?
Nice.
Because in my mind, I'm already setting them up for the knockout. I'm already setting them up for the knockout. Can you spell that for me? Yeah. F-U. Hold on. My computer's going slow. Hold on one second. F-U. Continue. C-K. Continue. Y-O-U. What did I just spell? Exactly. Do you realize I got your address sitting in front of me, sir? Can you please stop acting like you crazy? Are you going to pay this or no? The first thing that popped in my head was Monster just standing outside the man's door the way he be standing in the corner on stage when he opened the door to leave to go to work. And I died laughing. I died laughing right in that moment. I couldn't even get mad. I just died laughing. The shit was hilarious. But anyway, yeah, that shit, man. Bro, when they act crazy, I be seeing the strangest things in my brain while these people are talking to me on the phone. Strangest things in my but I'm gonna be good. Because if anything happened to one of these motherfuckers, y'all ain't gonna come looking for me. But anyway, y'all already know me. Of course.
Why be good? Why be good? Why? I mean, you have the address. I'm just saying. I mean, if they're local, I'm just saying. You just outside the house. I mean, that don't really mean nothing, right?
It's a weird dynamic because I think you would be happier collecting for Big Perm than these motherfuckers.
Man. Yes. Sign me up today, tomorrow, this afternoon, sometime. Man, shit. Anytime. Mojo Barnes, man. You got your pizza now? I see your mouth moving and shit.
Yeah, I got my pizza.
Got that bullshit ass Papa John's. It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? They fired the guy who exposed himself as a racist. So you know what I'm saying? Now the other racists are still there, but at least they didn't tell you. So I mean, you ain't gotta be mad about this.
That's back of the house stuff, man. You keep that in the back of the house, you know.
You feel me? I see you got the.
The problem is that's what that motherfucker was saying.
And they were like, Shaq is too big to keep in the back of the house. What are you talking about?
Shaq is too big.
I like pizza. So pizza.
I'm the Shaq. I'm the Diesel. That nigga is like the black Arnold Schwarzenegger, dog. that can dunk a basketball. What the fuck? Oh! No, I don't think you understand. I used to love Kobe. So me and Kobe, we did great things. We won 3 rings. Nigga, shut up. Just shut up. Enough already. Mo, what you smoking tonight?
DJing now, right?
Yeah, I sent him some shit.
Oh yeah, he's funny. I'm smoking on some gelato punch.
Anything gelato, I'm good. I'm with. Yeah, anything gelato.
My shit rolled up. But due to this little fiasco, my daughter's still up, so I'm biding my time until she goes to bed to spark it.
I can dig it. Well, my brother, I got your back. Don't you worry.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm getting high already.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be high to be eating Papa John's. But anyway, yeah. And of course, we got P7 back in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I mean, you know.
My mic a little bit better this time?
Yeah, you definitely sound better this time than you did. Last time you sounded like you was gargling while you was talking. So, like, yeah. Definitely an upgrade.
I was trying a new technique. You know what I mean? Trying to get 2 things done at the same time, which is no. I want to go to the next Diddy party when he gets out. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to. No? Okay. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better mics.
Yo, what the fuck is happening right now? I'm dead. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you know what's wild though? I was thinking, I was like, yo, so we always talk about like shit, like people and what they doing and all this other, like, and I don't mind doing that. I do, like, because a lot of shit be funny. A lot of shit be funny to me, so I don't mind. But at the same time, I'd be like, but there's other shit. So I was thinking, because recently there's been a lot of in the last year, quite a few people I know have passed away. So it made me think.
Death is cool.
Yeah, I think so too. But like who or what was the last thing or person that you actually like mourned? And if you don't mind, and I mean I hate to start so serious and shit, but I mean like we've been bullshitting for 20 minutes, so I figured it's okay. But I mean, if you don't mind, talk a little bit about your personal grieving process, because it's different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody grieves in different ways, and that's why I never understood the concept. I'm heavy on true crime, so I never understood the concept of you're not reacting properly to this. You're not responding properly to this. How do you figure this? Maybe this just me. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I just don't cry. I don't wild out like that. That's just not who I am. But you're expecting me to do it, and now you're casting unnecessary blame on me just for being myself. I'm not guilty of anything. So, who was the last person or thing that you grieved, like really grieved, and give us a little insight into what your grieving process looks like. Whoever want to go first.
I'll go. I think the last thing I grieved was a previous relationship that I was in. And it was just the kind of thing where it's like you're real close with someone, you're no longer close with them, so you're kind of trying to get over this whole separation portion of it, because a lot of it was a day in, day out with this person. And so then having that cut off, it's just kind of like, it's a weird feeling. So you're just kind of mourning the break in that. But my grieving process pretty much just looks like a lot of self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? A lot of alcohol, a lot of drinking. You know, every I wouldn't say every once in a while, because that would be an extreme. Yeah, I like it's no. But what I'm trying to say is like I probably shed tears more often than what I just had said. So
I feel you.
Yeah.
So you felt like it was going to be a misrepresentation of the actuality of it. So I feel
right. Yeah. So you cry a little bit. You get drunk and you cry. You smoke some weed about it. You isolate. Therapy.
Right.
But
I feel
that's pretty much it.
I feel that. Now, this is not getting ready to turn into the 7 exercise and his psychology knowledge on Mojo moment. It's not going to turn into that. But I do have a question in regards to what you just said.
Sure.
Why destructive?
I mean, I don't know. It don't feel destructive. It's just that way because that's what people call it. When you drink heavily and you're not doing things that would be typically considered constructive, it's destructive. So people don't think that drinking heavily day in and day out is a good constructive thing for your body. And so I'm like, well, let's put that to the test. I agree
with those people, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like, well, let's put it to the test. Let's double check here. So, you drink in the morning, you drink in the afternoon, you drink at home while you're working on the clock, and you just get tired of it. Jesus, until you're done with it. That's that happened for about a week, and then I was like, this doesn't feel good on my body. So I had stopped. My brain literally felt like it was drying out. So I was like, I don't think I want to do this for a little while, and I waited a day and just decided to take a sip. So it was like, yeah, this is cool. Yeah. Take a day, drink some water, get right back at it the next day.
Okay. So you didn't quit. So we don't want to call you a quitter or anything like that. Like,
no, I don't want to be considered a quitter. I ain't no bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Stay on that regimen, man.
Oh,
exactly.
That is wild, yo. That is wild.
Shot in the morning.
I definitely appreciate your
shot for breakfast.
Now, let me ask you, Mojo. Do you go through like the what is it? The stages of grief, right? Like you said, drinking heavily, right? But do you get to a point where you either have like anger or self-reflection, or I don't know the stages. I'm just making shit up. But
no, I get you. Yeah, I mean, I think so, but no, let me take that back because it just depends on the situation, because it may be a moment of like this separation being from something that I don't even entirely understand. maybe I don't think it's my fault. So then I don't get to enter that realm of self-reflection. It just turns into, I don't fucking get this, so fuck you. But this time,
no doubt.
This time it was immediate reflection because I was warned several times about the outcome if I continued my behaviors. So it was more of a moment of acceptance and some slight reflection rather than it being like, I'm angry about this. It was uncomfortable, but I had understood it enough where it didn't make me mad. It was just like, well, here you go. This is what you wanted, didn't it? This is what you wanted. So that's really all it was.
Okay. So now I got a follow-up question. My bad. Now I'm saying like because that creates another question for me off of that. Like, damn, I'm sorry, Mo. Like this wasn't supposed to turn into the spotlight on Mojo moment, but like you opened some definite avenues of conversation that need to be taken. So my question then becomes, if it became immediate self-reflection, the biggest question at the end of all of that is coming out of that situation. Did you make the conscious decision to change the behavior? Or is it just kind of like, nah, I'm just going to stay dolo for now until I find somebody who can deal with the behavior?
No, I don't. To be quite honest with you, I don't think anybody is going to want to deal with this kind of behavior. I was pretty bad.
Hey, at least be honest. It's all good.
Yeah.
That's right.
To be honest with you, man, it's never been I'm just going to do this dolo. It's I'm going to figure out how to self-soothe in all of this and self-medicate with different things. That's what it turns into. I don't care. I know y'all been self-soothing. I know you guys be self-soothing.
I don't need you. I can do it myself.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm dead. That's crazy. Whew.
But in all that soothing, though, I mean, are you really trying to make a change? Like, because otherwise you're just doing the insanity thing, right? You're just going to keep repeating the same thing over and over again, right? So,
well, yeah, and I've been cool with that. It's just like you accept, but it's a cyanide pill, is what it is. There are moments where I'm like, this isn't cool because the people affected are not in a good place afterwards. You just are on a path of destruction, really. So there currently is a plan for me to change my behaviors and my patterns and stuff like that. It just sucks that.
Yeah.
What's that?
Nipple clamps and electricity. Yeah, it works every time.
Sure.
Mojo got a 20-year plan to be a better person.
Exactly. I'm waiting when I turn like 80 to then change my behaviors, and by that time I'll hopefully not have to do anything for anybody. So, might as well. I'm bored.
Yo, that's wild. I feel you though. Like it makes sense. I mean, it's I think the thing that probably to me stands out the most in that whole situation is kind of more not necessarily the destructive behavior, because we can all be guilty of that at times, especially when you're in a situation of emotional, instability. But I think knowing, like, the wild part is that while you're doing it, it's happening.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing though, because there are times where I've seen people in that phase and they don't know what's happening. They think everything's fine. And we like, yo, bro, put the bottle down. What are you doing? Stop drinking. This shit is not good. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel it. Who would like to continue? I don't know. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
I mean, if we're not talking about like actual physical death, like someone passing on and that kind of stuff, where we're, like Mojo said, death of a relationship or something like that, then yeah, man, my most recent one was my cousin, man. Like, me and him tight for 35 years, and then that thing just blew up, and I had to figure out how to, he was my right-hand man. He was my dude. So it's like,
no doubt.
Now I got to start over. Who do you trust? What do you do? We were working on businesses together and stuff like that, So, but I didn't have time to kind of go through the stages and all that. Like, I kind of had to approach the situation very calculated because we were doing business together and I had to keep it pushing, you know what I mean? So my stuff was like, Okay, this is how it is. All right, done. Moving on. We got to move on. And like every once in a while, my wife will get me, where I'll flare up and be like, man, and I'll be like, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. And I'll go on a tirade for like 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll come back to myself and be like, I got to get back to work. I got to get stuff done. So I haven't even processed none of that stuff, really. I just have flare ups every once in a while. So the morning process, I think I avoid it. I avoid it so I get to work. I do work. I get in there, distract myself with something else.
And avoiding it though, do it.
I hear you, right?
Do you feel like it's gonna take longer to do what needs to be done with that because of the ignoring?
But see, here's the thing. Like in this particular situation, I agree with you. I shouldn't ignore it. I should address it, get to the root of it, cut it out, heal, all that stuff, right? But wait, this betrayal that I felt happened, right? If I succeed at doing what was supposed to be done, it's kind of a big fuck you and I get a big heal from it. You know what I'm saying? Because it screwed me on something, right? So I'm trying to prove it could be done now. So that's part of me dealing with it. So then once I, succeed, then I can sit back and cry about what didn't, but I got it, so I don't have to. Yeah. So
all I know is that's you know what, that is if you're not going to go through the steps because you have to keep pushing because because of that's what the situation dictates, then potentially what you're talking about, this victory at the end, or not at the end, but at the capitulation of that idea coming to fruition. Okay, I'm with you there, because it's been times where I've had to do the same thing and be like, look, I can't even be mad right now. I just got to keep going because this is what's supposed to be happening. We'll get there in a minute. I'll tell y'all about it. But yeah, because there is something that I mourn and I want to talk about it, because I actually thought about it earlier, because me and this person are in a chat together on Facebook and there was a lot of talk going on. And I was just like, ooh, man, it just made me realize, but anyway, my bad. Good.
So, so just to kind of, sew it all up, to your point, by me succeeding in this, it's a way, it's a way it's really a way to put all of that behind me, because it proves that I didn't need them. You're right. I can't cry about this situation because it pushed me, right? So I can transmute the situation from being a harm to being something that drove me to the success. So I'm in the process of doing that. But man, it hurts. You know what I mean? You got somebody that you've been friends with. Yeah, tight with. He was living with me, man, for 5 years, right? Living in my house, free. You know what I mean? And we were trying to build this thing. I've been seeing all those things back in the day about developers building out their businesses or whatever. Even in a house, 1-bedroom apartment. I was like, no, we ain't gonna do all that. Just as family, we can just make this thing happen. So, now I gotta reevaluate stuff. But it doesn't stop the vision. It doesn't stop the train from moving. And if I want to cry about it, he wins. You know what I'm saying? If I literally break down and stop the project and all that good stuff, that person wins. Why would I allow that? You know what I mean? So it's more than just
doing that shit on this side, bro. We don't do that shit around here. Columbia River Reserve, Gary Payton. Not even a Sonics fan, but I love Gary Payton. Yeah, I feel you though. It's and it's crazy too when it comes to something like that. And I'm glad that y'all both took different avenues in regards to the nature of the relationship, be it a intimate relationship. Even your family is an intimate relationship, but it's a different degree, a different type of intimacy. So we talking about familial as versus, what I'm saying? So, and the different ways that you engage that and deal with it, and the differing circumstances that exist around it. Because the wild thing about it is the circumstances around it ain't that different. Because despite the fact that you're just talking about a family member and a business that y'all were constructing together, Mojo's talking about a relationship with a person that they were building a life together. You understand what I'm saying? So either way, that life still got to continue when that person goes. You know what I mean? Just like that business got to continue when that person goes. So it's different because we're talking about life and business, but because of how much the business that we're in is intertwined with our life, how different is it really?
No. And so honestly, there's no difference. Because like the most intimate relationships you have are your business relationships and your partner, right? Because either one messes with your money, either one messes with your heart, right? If you don't choose your business partners well, right, then they're gonna mess with you, just like your girlfriend messes with you, or your boyfriend messes with you. They're gonna have you thinking about them at night, arguing about stuff that don't make no sense. Y'all be talking intimacies about what you want to do with your life and planning how you want your life to be, both business partner and intimate. So yeah, it's the same. It's exactly the same. That's the two most intimate partners you ever pick in your life. Like,
very true. Very true.
It's just one of them you be fucking.
That's all.
That's all.
Bang, bang.
And then the other one you don't want to fuck you. I mean, that's real, right?
Yeah, right.
Look at me. Please don't. Unless, I mean, that's what we do.
That's where that alcohol come in a different section.
Anyway. It's all about the baby one. That's when you know.
Yo, that shit is crazy.
I'm on a new level.
Yo, that shit is wild. Man, I don't know. Shit. I don't know. Boston, go ahead, man.
You gotta care about people the more.
Somehow I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't care.
Okay, if not a person, then a thing or something. I don't know.
So every time somebody exits my life, I don't get upset about it because go. Like, I'm cool. I don't chase people. I get, just in case something ever needs to happen, I get a new hatchet for anytime somebody leaves. And then I just put a name on it so that I know that's the one. That's my morning process.
Maybe a keychain.
I feel that. Yeah. And you know what? It makes sense too, though. Like, knowing you the way I do, and like, just, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense.
Now, do you have a display on the wall with all the different hatchets? I'm just curious. Like, is there a display? Like 2015.
He said if he told you, he'd have to kill you. If he told you, he'd have to add another one. Not that I'm saying there is a wall. Not that I'm saying there is one, but if there was.
I'm starting to feel like there is one. I'm starting to feel like there is a wall. And I don't want to be on it, so I'm just going to drop that line of question.
Yo.
I know where they are.
Oh, shit. That's wild. Oh, my God.
I know where they are. You don't need to know.
You don't need to know nothing.
You don't need to know.
It's behind Mojo's green screen. It's
That's why me and Mojo like that.
That's why he brought it up.
That's my dude. Mojo,
that was like the low key. You know what I mean?
Like, all right, man. I don't need you guys seeing my my clothesline with the fucking ears and fingers on it.
You got ears on your clothes? See, now you're talking.
No, just a clothesline. Just a clothesline. It's next to the dress shirts and the slacks. I keep them separate so they dry out at the same time. They dry out. Yeah. I don't know if it's like I think it's after the bloat. Easier to pull the bones out of the fingers.
Oh yeah,
definitely after the bloat. Yeah.
So, Sam, I was trying real hard not to make a joke. Like, that's why I just I did it real and just said, okay, this is how I move about after somebody leaves. There's a lot of jokes.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of jokes.
Sorry, we didn't.
That's my problem.
We weren't sensitive to it's your process.
I
just want to see that.
I'm just saying.
I just want to see how many.
If you want, I can just tell the jokes. But if you don't get the jokes, it ends up being something like that, and then everybody gets uncomfortable. So this is why I tell jokes.
There's no discomfort.
I don't mind people being uncomfortable. Fuck them. Well, I'll get this off, and then we can pause, and then we can joke all we want to. Absolutely, let's do it. So I mean, as far as I thought about it, and I realized that in death, the wildest thing about mourning people in death is I'm more likely to mourn for somebody who died, who meant something different to me, as opposed to them just being somebody close to me. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference because I don't let a whole lot of people get close to me. It's a whole lot of people who may think that they're close to me. It's probably a good number of people who think they close to me. And they're wrong, but they think they are. You know what I'm saying? Because in the instance of how we exist around each other, I will operate in this space the way I need to in order for us to be as successful as we can be at whatever it is we're doing. Cool. So with that said, I was in a group for a really long time, called the Nobodies. And after that, the thing, one of the things that brought about the end of that was just business wasn't being handled right. Some of the things that we wanted to do artistically were kind of being held back because it was kind of like, well, we kind of created this thing and we kind of got to cater to that for a minute. And I was like, but I don't want to do it. So the song that literally changed my career was a song I didn't want to do. But I did, and I was defiant as fuck in doing it. So, long story less long, that kind of falls apart. I meet a producer via one of my homies, brother named Deveron. Me and Deveron are still brothers to this day. Like, that's my man, 50 grand. But and I hope you watch this, Dev. I may even clip it and send it to you. I don't know. But I need you to see this and hear this from me. We made an incredible amount of music together. And I don't think y'all understand what I mean when I say incredible. It was to the point, one time I was at his house for 5 hours and we made 9 songs. And I mean 9 records, verses, hooks, concepts, storytelling, the whole 9 yards in 5 hours. We put out a whole album, my debut solo album, completely produced by him. That's 13, 14 records. On the first 2 Soulja Music mixtapes, he got like 12 joints. That's 20-something records, 27, probably around 27 records altogether. He got a song on Halo Graphic, that's 28. Outside of that, there's almost 400 records of me and him sitting in his hard drive, just chilling, that nobody has ever heard but me and him. Nobody else ever heard. That meant something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all recognize something, but like when I get involved in something, if I really believe in it, I'm gonna put that shit on my back and run. You ain't gotta tell me to do it. You ain't gotta ask me to do it. I'm gonna go. Cause I'm like, nah, we here. Let's go. Fuck it. It's all good. So everything that they was doing, come on, let's go. Whatever other artists y'all got, they wasn't, and this ain't no disrespect to them because they dope. But niggas just didn't work like me. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't running around doing all the shows and being in all the places to rap niggas' heads off. They wasn't doing that shit. So we go to New York for the it's supposed to be a battle at MTV. We in New York. We in line. Been in line for hours. It's cold as fuck outside. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sitting around, they rapping and da-da-da-da. I ain't saying a fucking word. Nothing. Low key talking to Dev now and then, not saying shit. Go ahead and burn yourselves out, yo. When I get up there, I'm gonna be ready to kill you. Cause I keep hearing this bullshit y'all doing. Riot breaks out. I end up getting trampled in the riot because I was right next to the gate. And I turned, boom. I turned. And when I turned, I tripped over the gate with my big ass feet. Boom. Cool. We got those kind of memories together. Like, it's wild shit we done together. You know what I'm saying? But it came down to, I was ready to fly. And they were still kind of tying their shoes to walk out the door. You know what I'm saying? And I'm flying down the block at 130 miles per hour, running as fast as I can. Cause I'm like, I gotta get there, yo. You don't understand. I gotta get this shit out of me now. Like, what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I made some moves, and I might have been wrong at how I did it. I can admit that. I'm grown as fuck. I can admit that I might have been wrong at how I did it. All them records on the mixtapes that I was talking about, and even the song on Halo Graphic, we talked about that before. But all that shit's on the mixtape. I ain't asked it. I just put it out. Again, long story less long, we stopped working together. Now, I've had a hell of a run since then. That was 2004, the way this over came out. We 21 years later, right now. Damn, the way this over. Wow. Anyway, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy. But yeah, so we started talking. We went through a while where we ain't even talked to each other. Like, it was more than just we wasn't working with each other. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't talking. And I had to hear from somebody else that he felt some type of way about the way I did that. So I was like, fuck it, I'm about to ask him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you coming to me telling me this? So I just called him one day and was like, yo, we need to talk. Yo, what's up? And so we had the conversation, and I mean, ever since then, it's been, you know, we it's almost like we ain't skipped a beat. We ain't made no more music together because, like, he kind of packed everything away and was doing other things. You know what I'm saying? But if he ever break that machine and shit out, it's going down. And them records that's sitting in his hard drive, we gonna get them out. But like, I did mourn that, and the way that I did was very much in the same way P was talking about. I was like, I can't allow myself to fail because this happened. I put a lot into this. And I'm not saying that he didn't put a lot into it, or that Nebulous, salute to Vinny and Cam, Cab Life, shit. Fuck. War Child, All Wise. Yeah, I can't remember everybody. My bad. I smoke a lot of weed. But yeah. It was rough, man, because I was like, damn, I just came out of a situation and I put my eggs in this basket after coming out of that shit because I was like, yo, we got something here. You know what I'm saying? Just for it to turn around and be, in my eyes, the same, but worse. You know what I'm saying? It's worse because now we ain't got all the extra fucking mouths talking, all the extra heads coming up with ideas. It's just us. There shouldn't be no way for this to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But niggas gonna nigga, man. Like, it is what it is. But niggas gonna nigga. Yeah, I said that. Speaking of niggas. Speaking of niggas. You know what? Cameron, hey bro, let me tell you something. I ain't the biggest fan in the world of Cameron's music, but I think he is absolutely hilarious. Oh my god.
Jewy.
Like he got computers putin'.
Right.
Computers putin'. As soon as I heard that, I knew I was done with Cam. I was like, okay, I don't want to hear rap no more. I'm cool.
No, see
but he
the
done done
see
some
lousy.
rapping since then, but yo, I just gotta play this. I'm gonna just play it, and then we'll talk about why this happened.
All right, little nigga. It's the work. I'm a problem. Don't be trying to poke the bear, spit like I ain't got shit to lose. Nigga, I'm down to take it there. I don't know why you playing. You not a killer, man. Like Kenny showed us, there's plenty of ways to kill a man. You only get one warning shot. Don't make me do it to you. You know my name. You say my name, don't add no junior to it. Cause I ain't like the rest. Cut from a different cloth. Yeah. I'd rather show you my jolly side. That's my Santa Claus. They about to make me add some pages to my catalog. I've been watching all of y'all taking notes in my battle log. Me and the team is ready. Been seeing some things aplenty. Too late to try to sell my soul. I wouldn't receive a penny. Everything tight about me. Everyone I need is right around me. Most of my life's an open book. Plus what they write about me. Just
so
that's dude from Smart House, or not Smart House, Baby Boy. Oh yeah. That's, I didn't mean to say Smart House. I meant to say Smart Guy.
Smart Guy, yeah.
Smart Guy.
Yep.
Omar Gooding. And he is not Cameron, just for the record. His brother is Cuba Gooding Jr. He is just Omar Gooding. That's why he said when you say my name, don't add no junior to it. Cam, you I blame Kendrick for this shit. I blame Kendrick for this shit. For all of it. I blame you, Kendrick Lamar. Why?
But
At no point in the horoscope that 2025 told me that I wanted to hear Omar Gooding fucking rap. Now, in all fairness, it wasn't horrible.
He said everything about me is tight. Right there. I was like, nope. That's not bars. Don't do that.
I didn't like the Santa Claus bar very much. I was amateur.
That's my Santa Claus. Oh my gosh.
The battle log rhyme was tight though. I like the bar about him not being a junior too.
Oh yeah, that was cool. And I mean some of the part where he was talking like in the latter part of it before I stopped it, where he was talking more personal. I kind of dug that. I was like, yo, I'd like to hear you do something like that if you're gonna rap. Like, don't be fucking with Cam, man, because Cam want like fuck what you heard, and he be computers puting and all that cool. Yeah, I get it, but don't do it, because he will. If he Cam, it's over for you. Like, don't do that.
What's up with this?
Like, you don't even rap. Chill the fuck out.
What's up with these actors punching above their weight? I don't understand why all these actors, Drake and the rest of these people, cutting on there wanting to start beef. Like, and punching way above their weight. Like, okay, maybe it's the Mike Tyson freaking Jake Paul thing. Maybe that's what it is. It's all him winning. They feel, okay, I can do it. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Well, Cam did already let him live. Well, I will say that. Cam already came out and said, like, yo, I don't want no smoke. Like, it's cool. But
he was laughing though.
And just for clarity, Omar Gooding has, like, it's difficult to say because he has rapped before. Like, this is not just like he randomly put out a track. Like, he has put out music before. It's just very difficult to call him a rapper. But he has put out music before. So this is not his first run. But yes, again, Cam already let him live. He was already like, man.
You know what? I'm worried. I'm worried that off the tail end of this, we're gonna get the Omar Gooding album. I got a feeling it's coming.
Off the tail end of this, we're gonna get the Arnold Schwarzenegger album.
Didn't he? Hold on.
We already got the Roseanne album.
You know how many actors actually have done music? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild shit.
But I mean, are they good?
No.
That's a different question.
You ever heard Shia LaBeouf rap?
Yes.
He's all right. He's pretty decent.
Yeah,
I heard that it happened. I never listened
to it. Bastard, but yeah, he
really?
Rap a little bit. Yeah, fuck that nigga. I'll punch him in his fucking throat. But he's a piece of shit. But
didn't he go on like some like self-discovery path or something?
Yeah, he's supposed to be working on being a better person.
He's a fucking crackhead.
You guys go to meetings together? You and Mojo?
Yeah. You know what's funny though? It's a time where I think I'm in high school, and there's this like motivational speaker guy. It's not in the high school, it's just a high school age, but he had told this like 45-minute to an hour-long monologue about how he influenced this kid, and the kid turned out to be Shia LaBeouf. And so I thought that was crazy, but other than that, Shia LaBeouf can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He was great on Even Stevens and Fury.
Yeah, he's a dickhead. Bro. Yeah, I mean, like.
So now find the guy and call him and be like, "Look what you did.
Look what you've done."
I'm like, damn it, man.
This will teach you never to influence it or impact anyone's lives again.
Yo, you know what? Hearing this Omar Gooding rap and shit made me think about. It made me think about the Black Tie album. When Tyrese was trying to rap. That was it's some wild shit that I've seen in my life and heard in my life that if I never see or hear it again, I'm cool because I can't unsee or unhear the first time at all. Like,
is this on
hearing Allen Iverson rap? Did y'all ever?
That's what I was
gonna.
That's what I was gonna get at when Pete was talking about the actors trying to rap and stuff like that. I was like, athletes been trying to do it too.
Yeah, but Shaq shouldn't rap either. I mean, I'm
Nah.
saying, but he's not causing
Shaq got
beef.
some
Doesn't
joints,
sports
though. Shaq got
players
some joints,
causing
though,
beef.
man.
Shaq is
Shaq
funny.
got joints, though, man. Shaq got some joints, though. Hey, that you can't stop the rain with Biggie. That's just fire, yo. But yeah, overall, fuck Shaq. Shaq shouldn't rap either.
I like
Kobe
his
should've
DJ.
never
Honestly,
done
I got to give him respect though. His DJ work is actually really good. I saw him at a festival where he tore it up. It was crazy. So I mean,
Black
he really knows how to spin that.
I will say, there's a lot of rappers that shouldn't rap either.
True.
So I mean, I can't always be so upset about it.
True indeed. True indeed. This is real shit. So let me ask you this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go around the board. Monster, who's somebody who we don't know to rap, but the way they carry themselves, you would love to hear them do it.
Ooh, damn.
That shit just popped in my head off of this conversation. So like, yeah. I know we're trying to prep for that, but oh shit.
Oh, like so many responses.
It's a 2-disc album,
right?
Black Tie album. It's a 2-disc album.
Yeah, one of them is singing and one of them is rapping.
I want to see.
I'll be back.
What's homie's name that did Freddy Krueger?
Listen to it.
Oh shit, Robert Englund.
Robert Englund?
Yeah, Robert Englund. I want to hear him.
Oh shit, yes.
The thing is,
wait. I think he might have done that in the 80s.
I
think he did a Freddy Krueger rap.
A good amount of like the little one-line jokes and shit from the Freddy Krueger movies. That's off the top. Like he just spitballed a lot of that shit. I'm not saying that he did the whole repertoire, but some of that stuff he just went. And I'm like, yo, you different.
Yeah, Freddie.
Maybe we can take those ad libs and put it to a beat and make a compilation song of all his sayings in those movies, and that'd be tight.
That'd be dope,
right? Because
hell yeah,
I think it was like Dreamwalker. He had the most one-liners, right? When the kids were in the asylum and whatever. I think that was the one where he had the most one-liners, right? He was going ham on that. Like,
that's man. I love when Freddy Krueger getting his funny man bag because I be like, yo, that's my shit. Freddy, like everybody got their favorite horror person, like other than Hannibal Lecter. Freddy Krueger is my favorite dude. Hannibal Lecter is my favorite just because I'm I fuck with Hannibal Lecter.
You like eating people? I mean, you like that Soylent Green?
Hey, I don't know the name of the podcast, but it's on the way. You just made me think about it, but it's a whole anyway, let me not do that. Right. Okay. So yeah, okay. So okay. Robert Englund. I like this one. Okay, I gotta remember these. Robert Englund. Okay, P, who you got?
Oh shoot. Now somebody that because the way they carry themselves, right?
Never heard them rap. Just something about them would be like, yo, I bet that motherfucker get.
William Dafoe.
Wow.
I think he'd be savage. I think he would just go in.
You got the juice now,
That's not her style. Like, you know what I mean? Just cutting people up.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy.
He looks like the Joker. I mean, right?
Yeah. He like the Green Goblin ass nigga. Yeah. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's wild that you say that because now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, wait, that motherfucker might have bars, might fuck around and have bars and shit. Shit.
And I mean, you made that comment how Englund ad-libbed, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of Defoe's stuff is ad-libbed when he does those really, intense scenes. He all ad-libs and stuff in there. So he comes off the top.
I appreciate
Green Goblin.
I appreciate freestyles. Hey man, I just thought about, but we're gonna finish this first. But then I got another question. But we're gonna finish this. And I feel like Mojo laughing because he already know what my question is gonna be. But
no, I'm just curious.
You'll find out in a minute. So who was your person that that you think off of their swag that you would let us see them rap?
Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. You know what? Scarlett Johansson would probably be like Iggy Azalea or some shit. I could totally see that. Nah. Scarlett Johansson would be like the redhead chick off fucking Wild 'N Out. What's her name? Justina Valentine? That's what she'd be like. I can almost guarantee it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think you just picked her because she's fine, but it's okay.
No, I had to think because I was thinking of like anime characters, and I was like, well, if I were to do that, I don't know if everybody would understand the references.
I'm pretty sure some anime watching motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Like if we were to do that, I don't know if anybody has watched Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know if anybody's watched. I think it's called Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
Sound like a motherfucker got a stuttering problem.
No, the intro song is fire, bro. Like just watch it. Yeah, it's really good.
Turbo Granny.
Turbo Granny's crazy. Who was I thinking of? It was from Full Metal Alchemist. I think Greed. I think Greed would do a good job with rapping.
Word?
Yeah, from Full Metal Alchemist.
And then get Alchemist on the beat. That shit would be crazy. Like, yeah. It all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it all makes sense. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay.
Before you ask your question, who's your person?
Oh yeah. Sheesh. That is a good question though. You know what though? I think what's bro's name?
From what show?
Daniel. The one that played Fred Hampton.
Oh, Daniel Aiello.
Yo. I would love to see him take a swing at it.
Honestly,
just because
that motherfucker can't do no wrong.
You feel me?
Yeah,
exactly. Like
yeah.
I'm with you on there.
Shit. I could
see him being dope just because I ain't never seen him do nothing not dope.
Him or Lakeith Stanfield, either one of them.
Yep.
Either one of them.
Lakeith Stanfield, yeah.
Look, I love Lakeith, bro.
Lakeith Stanfield already raps.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's done something, and it's like, all right.
I didn't do that.
Let me look it up. I'll send a link.
I'm gonna look that up. No doubt. Hell yeah, that's dope. I'm fucking with that. Lakeith Stanfield, one of my favorite actors, low key. Here was my question though. So I was talking about we mentioned I mentioned freestyling because we was talking about how both Robert Englund and Willem Dafoe were known for, you know what I'm saying, for coming off the dome. Pause. But yeah, so my question becomes this. I know Mojo Barnes, for the most part, doesn't really freestyle. Now, I've heard Monster a few times go a few bars. I never really heard him like, you know what I'm saying? But it's been like, and it'll be rolling like 6 bars of the end. You're like, I'm like, shit, come on, keep going. But and I mean, you know, I rap a little bit, so you know what I'm saying. I fuck around with some freestyling every now and then. I do okay with it. So my question though is, like, what is the trepidation about free? Like, because I know a part of not freestyling in front of people is like, part of it is, I mean, fuck y'all, this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? But the other part of it is kind of like, but at the same time, I don't want to get up here in front of y'all motherfuckers and blow it. So, I mean, like, I don't know. And I'm asking y'all specifically because of the difference in how my interactions with you both have been in regards to freestyle. And P, you can chime in too, because you've been around plenty of people that freestyle. Like, you've been around me and A-Son and them, so you know Rocket and all of that. You already, so you know enough. You've been, you know what I'm saying? So just whoever want to go first, please. Just what's the aversion to freestyle? Like, or you know what? Matter of fact, now we're gonna do it like this. Mojo, I'm gonna start with you because I've always wondered, why don't you freestyle? I think we may have had the conversation before, but like, why don't you freestyle?
Because I don't get paid for it.
I mean, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. And that's the real answer.
I'm fucking scared. All right, god damn, bro.
Oh shit.
Fucking scared. Nah, man, I mean, it's a fear because you don't want to go up there and say something dumb. I've already built this persona of myself as a rapper anyway, and how I write. So I'm like, why would I want to change from that? Everybody likes the way that I write my raps. So I mean, I try every now and again. I could probably do it, but it's more so just like, you don't want to say something weird. You don't want to be one of those fucking memes on Instagram. It's like pause-worthy bars, and I'm like, that's not a career for me. So I don't want to do any of that. So I meticulously write everything, but it's also cool to be like, I like to go into a situation knowing how to get out of it if there's anything that goes down. So I just like to be prepared.
Okay.
So you're saying you never freestyle during TTS at all, like out the ciphers and then like and stuff outside?
No, I have, but I don't do it anymore.
Just hang it up.
I just,
man.
yeah, I just never kept up with it. I never got comfortable like that again. So there was a point when Ethos was cool and everybody fucked with him. He did a set at TTS and he was like, "Yo, will you come up and do a verse on one of the songs because the feature didn't come?" I was like, "I don't know what you want me to do." He was like, "Just rap, just freestyle." I was like, "Okay." So I went up there and I rapped, and you have that moment where you feel like the gears are clicking and stuff like that. That was cool, but it's not often because I'm just so hyper focused on being very good because I'm very good at writing. So it's more of like a deterrent because I'm afraid.
Okay, I can see that.
It all comes back around.
I have a retort to that, but I'm gonna hold it for now. I have a retort to that, but I'm gonna hold it for now. Or it actually probably makes more sense. This, pardon me, say it now because I'm high and I'm gonna forget. I would argue that being able to freestyle does the same thing for me. Case in point, I was in, I can't remember. It may have been Philadelphia. It was in Pennsylvania. I do know that. Doing a record, doing the hook, second verse starts. I don't remember the words at all. Like, I don't remember the shit like you would think I didn't write it. I didn't remember. Like, I can't remember no part of it. So I have to just keep rapping. Now, I could have picked a verse from another song, but no, I'll just freestyle. And being able to do that actually saved me that whole night because there was 2 other times that I forgot at least a part of a verse. Yeah. So I would argue freestyling does the same thing for me, but I understand the concept of preparedness. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to see with the way that you put words together and the way that you, just the way your brain operates when you're putting words together. Hearing the way you rhyme, I would love to see you do it more often. Because I think you'd be surprised by what comes out. But I mean, not even in public, like just freestyle and record it in your phone or something. Because I guarantee you're gonna say something and you're gonna go back and be like, "Oh shit, that's fire!" Like, let me write that down. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee it. Absolutely. I'm
always surprised at what comes out.
Oh, see, pause-worthy bars.
There you go.
Featuring Mojo Barnes. Oh shit. Okay, so Monster, our it was wild too because we was at the studio, a lot of rapping going on, and we just standing there. Monster's just standing there. So everybody get to talking, blah blah. We still kind of vibing, beat playing. Monster was like, "Hey yo," and I was like, "Huh? Oh shit. Okay. And then he was like, I'm done. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
That's
and I feel wild because I'm the only motherfucker that heard it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. Oh man. So I mean, I guess the same question for you. Like, as far, especially as far as doing it like outwardly. What's the aversion?
I don't give 2 shits or 5 fucks about what anybody thinks in the circle. I focus on 2 things. One, I don't like spitting just like random bars. I'm a storyteller. So to me, it's like there's no story here. So for me, it's not fulfilling if I'm not able to develop like a narrative. So I just don't find it fulfilling to just come off the dome and just like be like, that rhymed. Whatever. I just don't find it fulfilling. But exactly what you said is exactly what I'm doing. If I'm in a freestyle ring, like I'll be thinking of bars. And in my head, I'll be like, that's dope. And I'll write it down. And then I'll actually go and write a verse, you know, with that to actually tell the story. So yeah, like it ain't nothing caring what they fucking think. It's just like, yeah, like I'm a perfectionist. I don't, it's not even about being a perfectionist. It's about just like, I want to tell a story. I don't want to be Lil Wayne where it's just like, hey, look, like I can rhyme really well. Some people are cool with that and that's dope, but that ain't me.
I can dig it.
So let me ask you both then, because like you both are coming from a more writing focus, right? Do you feel like that, like freestylers write poorly and lean on their freestyle more so than being meticulous, trying to be, you know, a perfectionist to the verse instead of just coming up with rhymes?
I think it depends on the freestyler. I think it depends on is the freestyle an artist. Seth can freestyle his ass off, and he's still going to give you that narrative. He's still going to tell you that story. It might not be necessarily as clean if he sat down and wrote a verse and really like built it out. Then this motherfucker's going on like, you know, fucking triple, quadruple entendres, and you know, like I actually had a conversation in the car with Seb at one point, like even just the way he does his cadence, if you break it out, like even in a verse, all of a sudden, like he'll be breaking out where like his rhyme scheme is like, he'll go like in a 16 bar frame, he'll go like 4 and then fucking like 7 or 8 and then like cut it off and like he'll do the 7 and you're expecting the 8 and he'll be like, no, I'm moving on. This is bullshit. And just like move on, but then put in another fucking like, you know, 5 bar rhyme scheme where one of them is just going to be a throwaway to get him out, but then he's going to drop another 4. Like if you listen to the way that he does that, he might not do that as meticulously in a freestyle, but he can still freestyle his ass off and still tell a story. So it depends on the artistry. If they're developing themselves to be an artist and they're developing themselves to be a freestyler, there may be a point where like, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'll go in and start like working on freestyling and really coming up with like a story on the spot and being able to like really develop a narrative. Maybe I'll put some work into it at some point, but I've never been like the immediate gratification person that needs to do that. Now, Seth has a reason to do that. I don't hit a stage very often. So freestyling for me would literally just be standing in circles. And it's like, look, I just impressed you 5 motherfuckers. But back to Mojo's point, I didn't get paid for that. So Seb has many reasons why he's able to do that and it works for him. I've heard just as many trash freestylers. I've heard some dope freestylers. It really just depends on how they develop themselves to be a freestyler. There are some that are trash where they just go up and they're very much just that, hey, look, that's rhymed. But then there are some that actually do really well in putting a narrative together.
Yes. Absolutely. That's real shit.
I got more questions, but we will address those later. Probably end up doing the whole thing.
You know, one of the most fun shits that I've done with freestyling recently in like the last probably 10 years was when we went to Cypher Saturday, and we be in there. Like nobody knew this was happening except for me and Monster. Like we would come out in the little communal area out there, and he would come up to me and give me 5 words, and be like, "You got to put them all in the freestyle. If you put them all in the freestyle, I can't remember what the I can't remember what the trade-off was, but if you put them all in the freestyle, you make it work. Then whatever." So I'm like, all right. And yeah, so nobody knew this was going on but me and him. So they sitting there, they just like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, y'all don't understand what's actually happening right now, because I'm having to bend this a whole way I wasn't trying to do it in order to get this word to work. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have never been part of my plan. That word would have never been part of my plan. But now we're here. So
and there are times where I would set it up, they'd be like themed. So it's like, yo, you can do a whole 24 bars and like get all of this in, and that ain't gonna be a problem. And I usually did those early on. And then sometimes it'd be like, okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take this, and I'd be like, go ahead, motherfucker, try. And yeah, he'd go up and kill it.
I love freestyling. I love freestyle. It's when I feel the most free as an artist, because I don't have to. It don't matter what I say. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm cool with. And I had to get good at freestyling without cursing because I was on the radio. But I love the freedom of being able to do anything when I'm freestyling, and it not be confined to, oh, this is Seven the Panthers brand. Fuck that right now. I'm rapping because I love to rap. That's just what we're doing right now. It's cool. Like, let's just rap. I love those moments, man, because the music business fuck that up for you. You know what I'm saying? The music business will fuck that up for you. No questions asked. So I've had to fight through the entirety of my career to keep my connection to that. So yeah, that's I love that freestyle shit. But yeah, I completely understand why you wouldn't do it. Absolutely. I completely understand why you wouldn't do it.
Now, you just said some real shit though, and I think that might be a thing, because like there have been plenty of times where we've been in like poetry jams and shit, and I've just gone up there and just done it because I'm not worried about a rhyme scheme. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just like basically expressing like, something that needs to be thought about. But yeah, like that's why I've never considered myself a rapper. Like, I'm here to spark thought, not put bars together. I'm just going to do it in a creative manner. So yeah, that's some real shit, though.
He gonna sample Jay-Z on his next album. I thought I told you characters I'm not a rapper. Oh shit, that was funny. To even imagine Monster sampling Jay-Z on his album is hilarious. I don't think if y'all knew, y'all would find that just as funny as I do. Oh, I promise you would. That's crazy. Oh man. I gotta say that I've been trying my best not to have like political conversations with people in the last month. I've been, as a matter of fact, since November. No. Since like September of last year. It was kind of like maybe like June, maybe. Okay, so like maybe June last year, I kind of was like, oh, nope, because I already know what's coming. No, leave me alone. Don't talk to me about this right now. Whatever's gonna be is gonna be. It's nothing I can do about it. Just leave me alone. Let's not talk about this. But yet, people persist to want to talk about politics. And so we have those conversations with people. And the part that bothers me the most about having political conversations with people in the present climate is that there's a particular tribe of people. I want you to peep what's happening, though. There's a particular tribe of people who don't care what the truth is. It's this. This is it right here. Fuck what the truth is. This is it right here. The funniest thing about that tribe, wait for it. It's on both sides of the aisle. It's spread across both sides. Not only do it spread across both sides, It's kind of all encompassing. Did you know that? Let me tell you something, dog. It's a whole lot of people that want to blame what they're seeing occurring right now on the dude who's doing the pen whipping. Here's the problem with that. The problem with it is not that he's doing it. No, it's not that. The problem is that you're surprised that he's doing it when he said that's what he was going to do. And now we're at a point where Trump is actually offering incentives to U.S. federal workers to quit their jobs. He's offering incentives. Tell you what, I'm going to do it the way I usually do. I'm going to just read it to you. U.S. President, it hurts my heart to say that. U.S. President Donald Trump has offered federal workers the option to resign and receive pay for 8 months in a major effort to shrink and reform the U.S. government. In an email, his administration has asked almost all government employees to decide by February the 6th whether they want to be part of a deferred resignation program that will mean them leaving their jobs no later than the end of September. Those who received the email have voiced confusion about what the deal would mean in practice. We got the same questions. It ain't just y'all. It's okay. Don't feel singled out. It's okay. It's okay. Don't none of us get this shit. Y'all not a special breed of stupid or nothing. Maybe we dumb. I don't know. I don't know. Thoughts? Yeah, please.
Yo, P, you want it?
I mean, if you don't know what he's doing, I mean, it's kind of obvious. It's obvious what he's doing. You shut down the government, right? Take away enough workers so you can't administer stuff to people, right? Put us in complete turmoil. Everything starts to collapse. This is what he did with his hotels. This is what he did with his casinos. This is what he's done his entire career. They wanted somebody to come in and be a disaster artist and freaking wipe out the American government. There you go. Get Donald Trump. He's the dude, right? Now, the question is, who's he doing it for? Because there's a lot of people backing him. A lot of people backing him. What are they getting out of all of this? Because, I mean, for us in the lower tax brackets, we about to hurt for no reason at all. Like, these dudes ain't going to hurt at all. They ain't going to feel none of this. But we are. For what? You want us to riot? Do you want us to go to guillotines? Because, I mean, I got some, I got a shed out back. Sharked, ready to go. Pull string, everything. Like, but what exactly are you trying to go? Because you're going to get it. That's the thing. Like, you're going to get, everybody's been waiting for responding to the government. And you're going to give them a reason. Because you're going to cut all services. When baby can't get his WIC, you know what I mean? When mama can't get her food stamps and babies are hungry, yeah, it's going to get fun. It's going to get real fun.
Hey, Donald, if you got motherfuckers running around non-Wick, they going to turn into John Wick. Trust and believe that shit. Mm-hmm. It's about to go the fuck down out here. Yo, and that's what they want to happen.
So there's two things that this does for the corporation. One, you have, let's use a nice round number. Let's say 50,000 people in government position. That's 50,000 eyes that are like, okay, that's wrong. We can't do that. We're going to do this. No, we can't do that. If you shrink that number down, they get away with a lot more shit. And then the second is, as these different entities start to crumble because they don't have the support anymore, you can come in and privatize them and say, okay, now this corporation runs this. Now this entity runs that. Like, they want to privatize schools. They want to privatize prisons. They want to do all these things. If you take away the oversights of all those things, it makes it a lot easier for the privatization to happen. And we've seen this all before, because this is exactly what Hitler did going in. Go look what happened before Hitler started doing the salute. Go look what happened before all that shit started like really getting bad. And there's a blueprint.
I mean, we already got it with the young Christian youth. They're already starting to put Bibles into all the schools down south. Now we're just gonna give them a uniform and be like, "You're the young Christian right." I mean, it's coming. It's coming, dog. And they're being really blatant about it. It's like it was fun back in the 80s and 90s where, they would just like slightly subvertly talk about things and slip and, give a Hitler salute or slip and do something. You just didn't know. It was great. It was great fun. Was he a racist? But now they're just out. I mean, they're just there. And it's just like, damn, you don't even have good entertainment with it, though. Like, he threw a nasty salute. The salute wasn't even like, there was no power in it. It wasn't snappy like the Nazis used to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's just South African salute, sloppy as hell. I didn't care for it. But
you put too many dramatics behind it. It was
it's too much.
He struggled. He struggled.
Showing his passion for the right.
I see it. It just didn't land.
Yeah.
Oh man, that shit is
it's kind of
crazy. Oh my god,
don't work.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something good. Oh, and if they quit, they fuck the rest of your contract if you quit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck whatever you think we owe you if you quit. Yeah,
exactly.
If you quit,
he did this with his casinos, like for his with the housekeeping, right? He gave them the option to be able to take days off, and it was basically you're fired. Like, he did that and he got sued. Like, it didn't go well for him. But hey, I learned once. To try it again. I'll do better this time. It's a Trump model.
See, here's the whole. Jeez, Louise, this is crazy. The fucked up thing is this. I'm not surprised by what I see, but I'm shocked by what I see. Because I was like, hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. I get it. Sure. Okay. Whatever. But now I've seen some strange games being played in my lifetime, but never a game being played to the degree of strangeness where you start putting pieces in places where they simply don't belong. Like, but why did you put that there? That don't make sense. I mean, it does. It does, but it don't. It does in accordance with what you're actually doing. It doesn't in accordance with anything that makes sense at all. And that's why most people will be like, but because to them it don't compute. It don't make sense. And I completely feel those people, because I've sat in the last week and thought to myself, am I crazy? Am I making this up? Is this some kind of strange, I fell asleep after smoking way too much weed and I'm in some strange dream that I can't shake myself out of at the moment?
It's a fever dream.
If it helps, like, it happened with the Nazis too, but if you keep going back, they're not the first ones. And that's what frustrates me, because a lot of people are like, oh, this is how the Nazis started. Yes, that's true. Absolutely. But keep going back. Like, it's not like they were mad original. Like, this happens all the time. And that's, like, people are so uncreative. They only have so much in their little brains that they can reference back to, and then eventually it just falls on their instinct, and instinct tells them, okay, just do this, and they think that it's a dope plan. If you go look at half the movies that you've seen where you were like, yo, I didn't see that coming, you should have. Because it happened in all of these films. All the hints were right there. And yeah, it's nothing new. There is no creativity at all. People are bad.
Man.
See, okay, I think it's very creative in the way that they have, because like Trump during his first presidency, right? He had made some statements saying that he was a great lover of history and all that good stuff. He's a reader of history. He knows his history. And we found that he had a copy of Mein Kampf on his, on his nightstand and all that good stuff. So he reads that on a regular basis. That's his Bible.
Yeah.
He's taking all the greatest hits. Like all the greatest hits. He's doing the Hitler medley right now. He's bringing the Confederate medley back in. He's going to do the Victorian age. Women are going to have to wear corsets again. I mean, he's bringing it all back and he's putting it together. And I think that is creative. I think the way that he's doing it, the way that they're all doing it, they're making it like it's brand new. Mm-hmm. And people are believing it's brand new. That's the crazy part, right? So they're doing a great branding job. I mean, my man's got he sells shitty steaks and this. I mean, what else can he do? He can do a lot, right? So I'm just saying.
Oh shit!
He's very creative.
That's the thing that bothers me the most. And the fucked up part is just what you just said, that you actually would allow yourself to be convinced that this is some new shit you seeing. No, it ain't. and if you was really paying attention the first time it happened, this shit didn't go good at all. Like, think about it. It ain't go good at all.
Pandemic, dog. The whole world shut down last time. I mean, like, yo.
Think about
what you gonna do now? What you so stop it?
Oh, but you know what? We about to show enough find out for real. Oh, I've been thinking about this heavy for like the last 48 hours. You know what we really about to find out? All them motherfuckers, all them years, motherfuckers couldn't have made no slave out of me. Hell nah, fuck that shit. Oh, really? Well, he about to try. Let's see what you do. They about to try. Let's see what you do. I'm going to leave that right there. I ain't going to go no further into it. I'm smarter than that. But I'm going to just say, we're going to see. We're going to see. It's going to be a point where some shit going to happen, and I'm going to look around, and I guarantee you, a large percentage of y'all won't be there. Y'all will be over there where it's safe at. I ain't mad at you. Safety has its fucking advantages. I feel you. Anyway,
I have to say though, brother, protect your neck, man.
All the time.
Because sometimes when you're walking around, you kind of look like any of those people. I'm just saying. And you could be in Mexico. Call me. I got some homies there that can help you out, and then we'll get you back over. But I'm just saying, just watch yourself.
Oh, always. Well, I know y'all hear that. I know y'all hear this little nigga's crazy. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell you something that I realized very recently. They talk about, children are not angels. Children are the devil. And you know what it is? It's our responsibility as adults to teach them to be less devilish and act like regular fucking people. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, because it's cool. It ain't cool if I go to the grocery store and be like, hey, I need to buy this. And they be like, nah. And I just go, just imagine you see my big ass. Some of this is jealousy. Absolutely. You're right.
Just wild the hell out.
Some of this is jealousy. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely fucking right. Damn it. This is some bullshit.
Every person I know that
shit. They gonna take me to jail for that, yo. I'm just saying. That shit crazy.
You're in Florida.
Oh God. Florida. Poor Florida. Poor little Florida.
What if you just told them ahead of time? Yo, give me that, or I am going to throw a tantrum.
Does that make it better?
Like
warn you?
I think just like,
yeah.
Have a civil conversation about it before I allow you to make your choice.
I think it does, yeah. Because at this point, that's exactly what it is. And I'm a man.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
But I'm also a man of action.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't think I was serious.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh my god. Yo, that's crazy. That's wild.
Pay somebody serious money to do that. To go in Costco and just to wild out like a little child.
Bro, people will do that for free.
Mm-hmm.
For likes.
I'm willing to pay you. Give me a piece of the on my thing. You know what I'm saying? I got the scratch. We're gonna do this. We're recording.
I want to witness. So don't be afraid. What's happening?
You gotta be over the age of 45. You gotta be over the age of 45 to do it. You gotta be nice and gray.
You can't look like a bitch.
Like,
because people expect it from a bitch. You gotta look like somebody that you're not expecting this from.
A 55-year-old man just losing it, like, that's always great. I don't care what the circumstances really are.
Yeah, you can even change up the conversation a little bit. Yo, I was in Korea, and if you don't give me this, I am going to throw a tantrum.
Korea's crazy.
Oh my god,
bro!
Yo, that is priceless. I would love to do that though. I would
like the shit that would just like fly out of his mouth to begin with if he's in Korea before it even happens. I'm gonna give you one option.
There's only one way this is gonna go, but
there's gonna be some old school slurs and things in there that you just never heard. You gotta pull up a dictionary and be like, they used to say what now?
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking about it, like the stuff that they would say. But the destruction would be great.
Oh yeah, it'll be on and popping and shit. See,
all right,
this is the thing, and I this is the thing that I be jealous. I'm jealous of children and birds. I'm jealous of children and birds
because of Costco.
Birds.
If birds were flying in Costco. Oh, I'm like, is this all over Costco? Because kids will scream in any store, but birds, I only see birds in Costco sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous of birds for a whole different set of reasons. Like birds, I'm jealous of because
they're drones.
They could just turn around and just fly the fuck off and don't like fuck what you talking about. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, damn, that's fly as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And every time I'm in a plane, like I be mad because I never end up with the window seat, but I be loving the window seat because I'm like, yo, I can just imagine myself being like, yo. And the wild shit about that is, I ain't never fucked with Superman. I always thought he was a sucker ass nigga. So I mean, like, I don't know, it's weird, but
the real game is Seven gonna be in the plane acting like he's flying, and the steward is gonna be like, "Sir, you can't do that." And he's like,
"Can you sit down, please?
I am about to throw a tantrum."
Oh shit!
And that's when I go.
Oh shit. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
The best stuff happens on airplanes.
You know what I'm saying? That's not acceptable. Smacking people as he runs up and down the aisle. Little Jimmy style. You know what I mean? Like, that's not acceptable. You gotta sit down, sir. Please.
Ma'am, I am a bird.
Yes.
And I am one step away. Yeah.
You can't change me.
That's why you shouldn't do those edibles before you get on the plane, man. That's right. You having you acting wild.
You can't change me. You can't even catch me.
And if you do catch me, I am going to throw a tantrum.
And she's like, and I am about to call the air marshal.
I am going to chase you.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Hell yeah. Oh, there it was. Okay. Well, that did it right there, buddy. That did it right there. Okay, so my question. Fuck it. That's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what's going on right now. I'm throwing a fucking tantrum. I'm gonna tell you why I'm throwing a tantrum. Just to swing it back real quick. How do you look allowing ICE to detain Native Americans? What the entire fuck are you doing? Please make this make sense. No, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. No. You know what? I'm gonna tell you how much I'm not making this up. I got this from NBC News. Trump immigration raid snagged U.S. citizens, including Native Americans, raising racial profiling fears. Racial profiling fears? No. Exposing y'all to the racial profiling reality. What the fuck are we talking about? How did you not know this was... Dog, listen. How... You, Donald Trump, with your mail order bride...
Nice.
Have the audacity to allow your minions to... They're called Native Americans. What the hell is going on here?
NBC News has never done a story where they were like, apparently, ... all black people look the same.
Were they about to?
So the whites were just like, that's not really a thing. The news has never said it. They don't get outside, bro.
Now what they're saying, all browns look the same.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, no, now that NBC has run it, they're like,
all browns.
Oh, this is happening now. And it's like
now. So my question is, are they going to have better uniforms when they put me back on the plantation? Because I saw the historical like outfits that they were wearing. It didn't feel very comfortable.
I'll never
burlap
know,
and all that in the heat.
I'll never know. I'll never know. I'll never know what it feel like or what it looked like or nothing. I'll never know none of that.
I wonder if I can get a pair of Yeezys. You know,
I'll know what happens in the upper room before I know that. Yeah. Fuck that.
Okay, so if they started doing the mass roundup, right? Try to invoke some kind of amendment, some kind of clause in the Constitution or whatever, saying that we have to go back to slavery, right? Because since they're pulling some stuff out from 1780 something, whatever, about the Alien clause, sending motherfuckers back across the border. If they just say, "Hell, okay, 3/5 of a man, bitch, you back on the plantation," how long do you think ghettos will hold out? You know what I mean, in a firefight when they come around to this. Like, how long do you think we last?
That's not going to be. You know, the funny thing about that, and it's something that I've been saying for a really long time. Funny thing about that is this: you could be 6'10", 220 pounds, can run fast, and you can jump. That don't mean you're a basketball player. Even if you own a basketball court, it don't make you a basketball player just because you look like one. Just because you got a gun don't mean you a fucking soldier. Just because you'll shoot don't mean you a killer. You might just be a pussy. And that's the only way you can think to defend yourself. That's not going to keep you alive very long. Because there's somebody else who's not a pussy, who realizes that you are, who's going to shoot you in your fucking head. That's all I'm saying. So we have to be able to identify the difference between assassins and pussies. It's easy. Look a motherfucker in their eyes. It'll tell you everything you need to fucking know. That's why they avoid doing it. They're scared to look you in the eyes because then you're going to know. I smell. You seen House Party. Just saying. Just saying. So now, to answer your question, the results will be varied based on who the OGs of those hoods are and how well the young ones behind them have taken to their teaching. That will tell the whole story. If the young guns have listened and they following, they got a shot. As long as the OG been teaching them the right shit, they got a shot.
Seattle's dead.
There are people out there that the people that are going to write that document, there are people out there that know that there are varying degrees of meaning to the phrase, I'm about to throw a tantrum.
Oh, yes. Oh, shit. I mean, could
all
be a
I'm
metal
saying
tantrum.
is,
Could be a
all
vocal
I'm
tantrum.
saying is, there might be, because there's already been protests for us on our behalf. There might be a global tantrum. There might be, I'm just curious, because he's going to try to flex in some kind of way on some sanctuary cities. Act like he's going to do something. And when that gets out of control, right, as it will, because none of these dudes, I was in the military. We never really trained to take on our own, right? And of course, Purgeon put people of his own ilk in there, and that's people at the top. You get Joe Schmo Private, who has to now National Guard, has to sit there and like look at a neighbor, right? But that neighbor is Tyrone, and he's been waiting for this for a hot minute. I think there's gonna be a lot of hesitation, and it's gonna get out of control. I have a feeling that it's not gonna go down the way everybody thinks it's gonna go down. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
and
there's I think there's a big part of a lot of things that people miss because they're used to seeing them portrayed for them. Case in point, there are people I know for a fact who watch martial arts movies and then go outside and try to replicate what they've seen. But they have no idea of what actually goes into throwing that kick. You know what you think it looks like. You don't realize that a person who actually knows how to do it will see you do that, realize you have no idea what you're doing, and it's up for you from there. That's all I can tell you. That's a scary process. That's a scary thing to carry. Like, the part that I'm the most concerned about in regards to any of that at this point is now the thing that I am going to put into the equation is that you said there being a global tantrum. I'm going to put that in the equation. You said a global tantrum. So if there's a global tantrum, there's no way that they enslave us in the hood here. They won't be able to. They won't have the firepower to do it if there's a global tantrum. If there's a global tantrum the way it did a show enough tantrum, we gonna be the least of their worries. And even though we should be the most of their worries. You know what I'm saying? So at a point, it still comes down to the bottom line. Always. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know by now that it always comes down to the bottom line in America, not real sure what you've been doing with however long you've been walking on the planet. You've been wasting a lot of fucking time is what I can tell you. That's what it always comes down to. The bottom line. Where's the money going to be the most directly affected? Let's deal with that first. And that's out there. In order for you to maintain what you're doing, you have to maintain some kind of global appearance of dominance at least. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. And salute to a global tantrum. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with it. See.
Go to region@monsterelicit.com.
In the subject line, I am about to throw a tantrum.
And
Gotcha.
anybody that has video of themselves with a lightsaber or something like that, post it up.
Or in a plane.
I love those lightsaber videos, the ones Instagram, where they think that they a Jedi, and you're like, "Yo, nah." I love those videos.
Did you see like the one where they did the induction for the one guy, and there were tons, not, I wouldn't say tons, but they had like a whole row, and somebody walked down, was like, "Come for your come down the aisle for your knighting." They all had their lightsabers, all different qualities. Some that were just like that weird, like plastic.
No.
Yeah. Then you have some that have the LED ones that's already extended, but it lights up like a real lightsaber.
T-Moo John.
Uh-huh.
And the T-Moo John.
Yeah. Those are cool.
The Craigslist lightsaber and shit.
The winter gets really crazy with the lightsaber videos, at least from what I've seen. A lot of that light reflects off of the snow, and they're like,
"This is fucking awesome, man!
Yeah, let's do it,
dude." This
have you used a lightsaber in the snow? I mean, once it'll change your life. It really is pretty amazing,
man.
Yeah, I guess because they were in Hoth.
Lightsabers. I'll bring it out with me.
Hoth was the snow, right? The planet, I think.
Yeah.
It's Hoth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like not my favorite scenes.
Man,
really? So you're saying that you like Empire? Huh? Empire's not your favorite one. You don't like Empire?
No, it wasn't that. It was just literally that section. It was just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
it was bad snow. They didn't do a whole lot of Hoth at night. If they would have been Hoth at night, and here's some lightsabers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You get that reflection from the snow I was talking about. Yeah. I got you. I just didn't enjoy seeing Luke in the blizzard for as long as I did.
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't have got that line though,
Y'all talking about all this snow and blizzards and all this other shit. And I've been listening to a lot of Pusha T lately. This conversation sounds completely different in my head.
You mean drugs?
This conversation sounds completely different in my head. I'm like, oh shit, they wilding out.
Yeah.
Well, lightsaber is a metaphor for,
for a gun.
Yeah, and Luke's like, I'm about to get in them guts.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Is you okay? Is you okay? God damn. Yo, that shit is crazy. All right, look, I gotta ask y'all, man. We running up on 2 hours. That's crazy. It don't even feel like it. This shit's been hella fun. I've really enjoyed this. I gotta ask y'all a question. You ain't gotta get to. You can pick some very, very base level shit. I don't care, but I'm just curious. And it's something that I didn't realize I even had until not that long ago. And I'm talking like childhood traumas, like things that bothered me from being a kid. You know what I'm saying? From something that happened to me when I was a kid that was still affecting the way I was doing shit as an adult. You know what I mean? I didn't realize the association between some of it. You know what I'm saying? Until I started, I started going to therapy and shit. So, yeah. So I'm just curious. Is there anything that that really kind of like you feel like, especially at this present period of your life, I guess, or within a recent period of your life, something that you maybe felt like rose up from that you kind of came to the understanding of that and had to fuck with, had to deal with it as an adult and shit.
Clowns.
So are you asking what the childhood experience was, or just is there an experience that affecting you right now?
I guess more so just is because I mean, like I said, I don't want to get too. Totally up to you how much you choose to divulge.
Bringing up these tough ass questions.
Oh shit. No, totally up to you how you want to answer the question, but I'm just curious because I mean, hell, I go first actually. I realized that a lot of the reason why I create walls between myself and people is because of some things that occurred when I was a kid, And I feel like I didn't realize for a long time that was why certain things were happening. I thought, oh, that's just the way I am. So as I got older and started processing different shit, it got to a point where finally, this particular therapist was like, dog, have you ever asked yourself why this happens? Why there's generally a point in most of your relationships where you get to this point and it's just like, you may not totally disassociate from that person, but y'all are never the same way anymore. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, it's only like 4 people in the whole world that I can say my relationship with them has been the same. It'll never change. You know what I'm saying? It'll take some extreme shit to make it change. But I found that out through going to therapy. He was like, nah, like if you're talking about this happening, and then he starts going down this train of things that we talked about. And he's like, do you recognize what this is? And I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But I understand now how I couldn't see that. I completely get now how I missed it. So yeah, I don't know. It was. I will say this. It wasn't because I don't mind saying it wasn't like, oh no, somebody touched me or no shit like that. It was just really, it was some times where I found myself in situations where I shouldn't have been. You know what I mean? Just from trusting people. And yeah, it kind of started adding up. So then it kind of got to an extreme of, nah, I don't fuck with people. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not following you nowhere. You can follow me though. So yeah. Yeah.
My shit happened almost immediate. It was, people are terrible. And it never changed. So yeah, mine's simple. I live a very simple life. People bad, people go. So
bye.
Yeah. My childhood trauma is humanity.
That makes perfect sense.
It's life.
Sheesh.
I mean, that's damn. Damn. So how do you work through that though? Like for real though. Like how do you
become a monster and take them all?
Consume.
Die.
Yeah. There's a reason my story is my story. Most people can learn to live with it. I'm a man of balance. So I never could.
It's corrected. For me, clowns. I'm not joking about that. Like clowns.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared of clowns because of what they represent. People that I find that like clowns are usually hiding something about themselves, and I usually found out about that after the makeup came off. You know what I mean? Wow. So not that they touched me or anything like that. Just found out. You got your Ted Bundys out there. You got your cats that do clownish things and end up hurting people in the process. And then when you find out that like clowns are actually assassins, they kind of ruins things back in the day. So clowns.
That was kind of bars though. Like he was like, you really see what they are when they take the makeup off.
Mm-hmm.
That's some bars.
Bars.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Bars.
Okay
then.
So Mojo, who didn't touch you?
Well, let's go down the list. No, I don't know how to address mine, and it also does not include any sort of weird shit with being touched. So to put it out there, since it seems to be a common theme. None of us got touched. Thanks, adults in my life.
Here we go.
Looking out,
you taught us well.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Hey, I ain't mad at it at all.
Not
even the least bit upset about it.
I would live this life again if it meant that I never got touched. You know what I mean?
I'm cool. And this is no disrespect. Yo, I hope y'all not taking this wrong. Like, I swear, I hope y'all not taking this wrong. Oh man, we just have.
I'm sorry, I'm not upset that my booty's intact.
Are we apologizing for actually having a good childhood and not being touched? What, like, so
Well,
we have to be sorry.
being touched and having a good childhood are two
but
different
it's funny still. It's hella funny.
So if I didn't get diddied, apparently I'm wrong. I'm not like everybody else. Damn it.
Well, mine has to pretty much just deal with insecurities. It's fantastic. It affects my everything, and so trying to find the connection. My therapist had given me like a whole list of like qualities that he had pinpointed, and a lot of it was like minimizing things too much and then also maximizing them at the same time. It's like there's certain things that aren't a big deal that I will make into a big deal, and then things that should be important I tend to not give a shit about. So things like that are crazy. Have nothing to do with insecurities, just something I thought was interesting. But the insecurities aspect kind of affects my romantic relationships and just causes them to not do so well. But I still got more therapy to do.
Shit, we all do, brother. We all do. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for
I
Mojo,
didn't
though.
get touched.
All right, never mind. You didn't get touched.
Just to answer your question, didn't get
I will
touched.
say this though.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all because I told somebody this, and when I told them, they was like, "Wow, that's like not cool," and I was like, "What?" So I lost my virginity when I was 11.
That's real.
But the girl was 16.
That's weird.
But in my brain, all that time, I don't think nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, matter of fact, I think I'm popping my collar. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Until somebody pointed out to me, and then I realized at a point the way that I viewed sex was like skewed because of my introduction, and then like a lot of the things that was tied to that. You know what I'm saying? So like that part I was aware of though. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like one day I was in college and there was some wild shit going on, and I was in the midst of some wild shit going on, and then I had a moment where everything just went clear. It was like bling, and it was like, nigga, you are wilding the fuck out. And you know why? Because remember, and then I snapped right back into the moment. But like for that brief moment, it was like everything everything was silent. Like it was just me in the world. And I was like, damn. Okay, I realize now how I got here. I'm not leaving, but I realize now how I got here. So yeah, you know.
I think it comes down to personal makeup. Like there are some people that can go through that situation and like the worst that they're gonna experience is, yo, I can't bust if there's not a G.I. Joe on the night table. And
all right,
there are some people that are gonna be more like, you know, it's gonna be more like psychologically embedded, where it's like, yeah, like, you know, taking things further. So I think it depends on the person.
To a large degree, yeah, absolutely.
So people having trauma, right? We're talking about like childhood trauma. I think we use that word too much, right? Mm-hmm. How much of this is just what's going to help shape your story, right? Because like everybody's got to have something that catalysts them into a direction, right? So, you know, obviously we're not saying getting touched or anything like that, or, you know, beaten by your parent or anything like that is the way to go to start your story off or whatever. But I mean,
what a great
we
start.
all start from somewhere, right? That trauma is what, like, the first time I got chased by KKK members and that kind of stuff in a truck, you know what I mean? And they're hollering at me with a shotgun. It's pretty traumatic, but it pushed me to, you know, be better, run faster, dip and dodge around shit. You know,
positives of the situation.
Get the strap.
Right.
That's what it taught me.
No, think about it, because like if you're thinking about the childhood traumas that shape you, right? If you think about, for me, I grew up in the Bay Area, mostly Oakland in the 90s, war on drugs, super predators, Kamala Harris, all that good stuff. And then I go off to war, right? For a decade, right?
Oh, damn. I thought you was just describing being at war. Then you went to the military. Okay, I got you. No,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like I lived that's just part of my trauma. I grew up in a military town, right? So everybody's always been at war. We've always been that kind of thing. Is that trauma? Because everybody in my whole neighborhood all grew up the same way, right? Or is that just what starts your story? How you internalize it, like I think to Monster's point, like some people can internalize it and be like, okay, well, this is just what I have to do. Other people are like, I never wanted this. Like my brother's like that. My brother, he knows his traumas. He never wanted none of them. He didn't want to have to use it. He had a story that he wanted, and that screwed everything up. You know what I mean? He got over it, but some people can't.
I got a theory about that whole childhood trauma. I got a theory about it. I'm not going to share that theory, but I will say that if you see me somewhere and you want to know, come ask me. I'll tell you. But I'm not going to say it on this podcast. Come ask me. I'll tell you. And the wild part is it's not 100% theory, but it is like in my mind, it's like a 95% theory. So, like, yeah, so it don't apply to all of y'all motherfuckers, but like 95% of y'all, I got a feeling this is in this wheelhouse situation that we talk about. But yeah, damn, a lot of that, a lot of that. But yeah, oh man, yeah, I'm about to go stuff my face. I'm ready to eat. Pause. Like I'm ready to eat though. Yeah, it's been a long fucking day, and it's not been a good one. But this has definitely helped. I needed this shit. Woo! All right. Yeah, I needed this. Thank y'all so much for locking in with us. This been a minute since we hit 2 hours. Shit, hey, I ain't mad at it though. Man, salute the Pretty King. Salute the Echo Limitless. On behalf of the squad, y'all already know. Master Elicit, Mojo Barnes. Salute to my man P7. Bay Area shit in here. Maybe you want to do the jerk and all that. Anyway.
Stuff in your face, doing the jerk.
Hey, cuz, let me tell you something. You know what? And with that,